Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but I honestly hate reading. It annoys me so much. Sometimes, like for class, they would say, "Oh, read pages 35 to 46," and I'd be like, "Alright, I'll read page 35 and maybe page 46. That's it." But then what I didn't realize was it was really important to read inside because, in general, it's really good to read at all because in Rooney's quote, "Nothing in fine print is ever good news." He's talking about how there's things that you can miss from any little thing, especially in fine print. And for me, I'm going to give you a story that didn't happen too long ago, how by me not reading fine print screwed me over, especially how my friend failed also. So it was actually not too long ago, probably 3 weeks ago. I wanted to get an actual case for my MacBook. Not a case to carry it in, but a case to protect the outside, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna order it on Amazon, because I have friends that order a lot of stuff on Amazon. Like clothes, and I'm like, I just need a case. So they're like, just order it on Amazon. It's like, fine. So I'm looking up, and I'm like, oh, nice case. Oh, this is dope, black, spec. And I was like, I'll get it. So it was like 43 bucks. And I was like, cool, I have Amazon Prime. Nice, 2-day shipping. I'm gonna get that in like, what, the next 2 days, right? So then, yeah, if I do the math right, yeah, that sounds pretty right, I guess. So then I'm like, all right, cool. So then 2 days passed, and I'm looking at my phone waiting for an email saying, your order has been shipped and you will get it in 2 days. So then I'm like waiting, I'm like, wow, this is taking forever. So I go on Amazon. What I didn't read under was that it said it would take 2 to 4 weeks for it to be shipped out. So I was waiting for no reason. And I was like, oh my gosh, I felt so bad. It pissed me off because I was waiting for the email, and I was like, oh, it's so stupid. So my friend, she goes over and she's like, hey, where's your case? Where's it been? And I'm like, I didn't read the fine print. So she was like, man, you know what? Forget this. I'll do it for you. I'll take care of it. So she looks on Amazon. She's like, look, right here, cheaper than the one that you were going to get, and it comes in 2 days, like for sure. It says order within 5 hours and you get it in 2 days. And I was like, hey, it's up to you. You do it, all right? You do it. I've been waiting for already 3 weeks, and I just want a case. I don't really care. So she orders it, and she cancels the one that I've been waiting for like 3 weeks already, right? So when she orders it and cancels, I read the order that she placed, and it says it's for 13-inch, and I have a 15-inch MacBook, and I'm just like, okay, you didn't read the fine print either, so we both failed, right? So then she's like, I'm so sorry, she cancels it, and I'm like, and she's like, all right, I'll place the order for the 15-inch, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna wait 15 minutes, I'm not gonna wait 3 weeks for another case, man. I'm gonna be dinking my MacBook wherever I go. I don't need things like that. So she feels bad. And it pretty much just shows you how you guys need to read the fine print so it doesn't screw you over for future decisions you make in life. Thank you.
I want to applaud you.
My decision with that.
All right, Ryan, you've got a clear statement of your opinion as a opening, and then you make a transition to the topic, which I thought was solid. You've got a point of view that you're going to express to us. There's not a very clear preview, but you do have a couple things. I'm going to tell you about my personal experience and that of my friend. They're both related to the same story, but this is a good illustration of how if you have a particular story, you can add a lot of detail to it, make it interesting, show us how it relates to the subject that you're talking about, and fill in a lot with the content. So I thought that you did a good job with the content there. Could it have been a little better organized? Maybe, but like I said, the contrast between your story and the story of your friend doing the same thing, I thought that illustrated your point really well. I think your vocal delivery is pretty solid. You've got a lot of energy. You're projecting well. There's good variety. Now, the visual presentation, there are a couple of issues with. First of all, you're doing pacing. It's back and forth, back and forth. You frequently are looking down and thinking it's like you're talking to the floor or you're talking off to the side. You do look up and talk to the audience quite a bit, but you're not consistent about it, and it really feels like you're talking to yourself a lot of the time, and so you want to be more consistent about engaging with the audience. I think you've got the right idea here because you follow up. I mean, you're responding when people laugh at things or they give you some encouragement. Right. That's kind of what's going on here. So you've got the right idea. You just need a little more containment of what you're talking about. Kind of force yourself to be in the speech instead of, in this.
My own world.
Yeah, your own little world there. That's a good way to talk about it. Same thing with the gestures. Sometimes they're good indicators, but a lot of the times that seems to be where the anxiety is coming out. So I would say your feet and your gestures, those need to be contained a little bit more, planned a little bit more, and look up a little bit more. Otherwise, like I said, most of the vocal stuff was pretty solid. I thought your facial expressions were very animated. You had a nice summary and exit and reminded us the point you were trying to make at the end. That's a good way to finish. All right, thank you.